we go. Here we go.
You're in a Canadian house.
This is gonna be your...
Talking about this morning.
Yeah, literally, it was like random. I was like, I wonder if he actually has poutine. And there it is. In fact, Dundee, go for it, man. Take a bite, man.
Okay. So we have the fireplace. Oh, it's unplugged in.
Andrew built a fireplace here in the Philippines with his family. You, my friend, are definitely Canadian. That's a pretty high ledge, actually. I made it. The clouds and rain and wind are blowing in again, but we had a little glimpse there of sun and beautiful Virac, the capital. This is our final day. It's late morning right now. And I think it's time we head towards San Andreas, because all we ever do is stop there on the boat and then come straight into town and go to the other side of the island. So San Andreas, there's somewhere I've wanted to check out, and yeah, woo, the hanging is refreshing, boulevard is beautiful. Virac, Catanduanes, let's go. Rain is back. Lots of cute little churches around the city. All the tricycles are yellow. We're gonna head, I think, halfway to San Andreas. Then we're gonna turn off left back to the coast. And we're searching for Canopino. Canopino. Barangay Palawig. Hello. Barangay Palawig. Hello. How are you, bro? Kamusta? Mahal na aga. Saan Canapino? Doon? Sige.
Malaking bahay.
Oh, okay. Salamat, ah. He said it's a big house, and then he pointed with his lips. Doon. There. That's a cool kid. Andrew from New Brunswick. You can see on his shirt it says Canopino, because he's Canadian, but clearly we're here in the Philippines. He has a heck of a story, but before we get into anything, we gotta get into this, which is our menu, as in the menu from his cafe. The reason I'm here is basically last November when we were helping out there in Pararan. I randomly got messaged by Andrew and he's like, hey man, we'd love to send some food over for everybody in the community. And one day, literally, I think one of your relatives just showed up with a whole bunch of food, and it was really awesome. And you wouldn't have even seen it. I don't even think I documented it at the time or anything, but it was just a kind gesture from them. And then we connected a bit, and then I was like, yeah, I'll come visit you and say hey. And now that I've come here, it's blowing my mind. But before we get into that, we're gonna get into some food. So I don't know what you suggest, man. But
Okay, so Canopino is Canada Filipino. And what we do is we don't want to take anything away from Philippines, but we also want to introduce some Canadian culture to the menu. So that's why our slogan is 2 cultures, but 1 great taste. So we have a combination. So what we'll probably do is we'll get the Canadian and the regular poutine, the Canopino poutine. So
You
we
have
both.
poutine?
Yeah, yeah.
Dundee, they have poutine.
So we're gonna have Canadian poutine and Canopino poutine, which is what we did was we put in like what do you call it? What's the meat?
This is awesome.
Corned beef.
Go, 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 woo!
Good mix.
What's your daughter's name again?
JC.
Okay, this is JC, and she's gonna mix the sisig. This is made by, who's the sisig master chef here?
Mem.
Bem? Okay. Where's Bem?
Auntie Mem.
Auntie Bem down in the kitchen. Then we have poutine, cheese, and of course gravy, and of course fresh cut French fries. Sorry, why am I stumbling on poutine?
Yeah, it's been a while since you had it. Huh?
Yes.
Okay.
Jundi, this is gonna be your.
Talking about this morning.
Yeah, it was like random. I was like, I wonder if he actually has poutine, and there it is. In fact, Jundi, go for it, man. Take a bite, man.
So, Philippine pollutant, Canadian pollutant.
Okay, Filipino pollutant, Canadian pollutant. Jundi, you've never had poutine?
Never.
You're about to step into
You're about to step into Canada. Yeah, this is Canopino style, man. I really love that Canopino. That's really cool. Like
Canada
really
Filipino.
rad. Oh, okay.
The big bite. The big bite.
This is good.
That was a very honest.
Yeah,
this
it
is
was.
good. Nice one.
Yeah.
Welcome
So
to
you
the poutine world.
That's why I like this so much.
Becoming Canadian, bro. That's awesome. So we got a bunch of cool food here. What do we actually have? We have poutine. We have sisig. We have
The meatballs.
meatballs,
What's the name of the meatballs? The Korean meatballs? Nana?
and then this is Korean chicken.
Honey glazed.
Honey. Okay.
This is honey glazed
honey glazed
And
meatballs.
that's the Korean chicken.
Korean chicken, and the best part is your plates are very
Canadian.
Canadian. But we're gonna eat for a while, and then we're gonna talk more later because I've already learned so much cool stuff. Andrew's pretty rad, and his life story is pretty rad, and this place is pretty rad. So let's eat. Let Jundi rock his poutine, which he is currently half done.
So good.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
See you in a bit. Red Horse Chicharron Beer Battered Onion Rings. Is that right?
Yep. This is one of our best products. Hear that crunch? That's amazing.
Dude, it's so the crunch, the chicharron really works well, man. These, I'm telling you, if you find yourself here and you see Andrew, you go, Andrew, I need to order these.
Please.
And you say please, yes, definitely.
Beg for it. Beg
because
for it.
the crunchiness again of these chicharron Red Horse beer battered onion rings, I got it,
Yeah. Yeah.
is really impressive. And to be honest, even you can dip it or actually just
Yeah. Good with or without.
mmm.
So much flavor.
Give me 20 seconds.
Being someone who used to always eat this stuff, it's nice when you can actually sit and come up with your own recipes and your own styles. And the girls that run the restaurant here, they're amazing to work with.
That's cool.
You give them an idea and boom, it's there.
So, to recap, basically last year, Andrew messaged me on Facebook, and I don't know, were you here at the time?
No, I was in Saudi. We
Yeah,
we were
okay.
coordinating the efforts from here. So the day after, we said that after Rolly hit, this place was devastated. Everything was down. I can show you pictures. It was heartbreaking. We opened up our kitchen and cooked everything, and our focus was the elderly and the children. And then we started feeding all the local village. After about 3 days, we started spreading out to other barangays that people couldn't get to, because with a 4x4 we can go farther. And from here to Pandan, we've had served 14,000 meals.
That's amazing. So Andrew actually has a very long history in doing medical stuff, relief stuff, disaster stuff. He used to work in Saudi Arabia. Where else have you worked?
Libya, Europe. I've been all over the place.
Oh my gosh.
I've been to about 30 different countries. If I wasn't there for a disaster, or a disaster happened while I was there, which I'll tell you, that's another story. I was able to help out and learn from the cultures there to use to learn to teach other places. Much like I do here. I learn from here and I teach other places.
And what's really been so cool is we were chatting earlier, he was working overseas in Saudi Arabia, and up until that point in his life, he had no connection with the Philippines.
Nope.
How did you connect with the Philippines?
I had workers, EMTs from Mindanao and Zamboanga, Cotabato, and these places, and 9 out of 10 were the hardest workers I've ever seen, and I loved it. I loved the culture, and it was so funny because the 9 hard workers, they would push the other guy to work just as hard. So I said, this is a culture I need to know, you know. And I started coming home with my buddies and just learning. I've been to Mindanao, I've been to Cotabato, Davao, Laguna, I've been Boracay, the only places I haven't been yet is Baguio and Palawan.
Cool.
So when I learned from them, I started taking back and realizing, hey, wait a minute, what can I learn from other places? So then I started going to other countries, coming back to Philippines.
And then you ended up here in Catanduanes and San Andreas. How?
So my wife that I met, she's a nurse. She was a nurse at the hospital in Jeddah. We came here. We got married just at the beach. You can see right over here.
Beautiful beach. The coastline here is unbelievable. I'm gonna ramble for 5 seconds so you can see on the drone right now. It is beautiful. So you came here, you got married on the beach.
So we got married on the beach, which I'll show you photos of. We have a great video of the wedding. And then I said, I love this place. You know, the first piece of land, we bought a piece of property on the highway. And then we got an offer for this one, and I said, no, that's it. This is where we're going to be.
And 15 years later.
Yeah. And the thing was, being a disaster specialist, you know, working all over the world, I couldn't build a place that was just a home. It needed to be something like to help the family and help the community. So we actually built the Canopino building as a disaster shelter. And now in a disaster we can fit 300 people.
And what we're gonna do is we're gonna walk around in a bit, if that's cool.
Yeah.
And just show you a bit of this place because it's really amazing. You said you've been putting it together phase by phase by phase, and you need to check it out. I'm very happy we just randomly came today. There's actually a lot of cool stuff about this guy. We could probably talk for hours on a non-stop rolling vlog. In fact, we already talked so much before we were filming. But basically, Andrew used to work doing all the disaster stuff, and then got connected with Filipinos overseas, which connects with me because that's exactly what happened to me.
Yeah. You can see just across from the boat, that's the beginning, the base of the volcano.
That's Mayan.
Yeah, Mayan volcano.
On a clear day, Andrew here has a view right over to Mayan, and he says in some nights it's like a dancing show of lightning.
Oh, lightning on both sides, yeah.
Very cool.
All the time.
So, view deck up here is awesome, but we're gonna head down into what is the 3 phases and soon to be 4th phase of the Canopino house here in San Andreas. So let's go, man. I'm excited. I'll follow your lead. Bye bye, Jandi.
Bye bye.
Enjoy digesting the poutine.
So this is going to be phase 4.
Cool. This, I believe, this is funky. Okay, they're not funky. This is really positive. These rooms.
So yeah, these 2 rooms are large rooms that are made for up to 36 people comfortably. In a disaster, we can fit even more than that. 18, but the windows are smaller, so during a typhoon or something, no one can get hurt from broken glass and so on. So in the worst of the typhoon, we put everybody in here.
So Andrew, having a background in disaster, they actually built some disaster rooms in their house to help the community in case that happens, something bad happens. It smells really good in here. This is, what, are you guys baking?
We have Canopino sweets. So my mother was a baker in Canada, and we're preparing some of the sweets that we prepare, all Canadian recipes.
Wait, so this is Canadian baking going on?
Yes. My mother taught my wife and her sister and my daughter all her recipes, and now we make them here and sell them.
You know what? Okay, I'm wearing my mask, right? But I can smell through this. This is really a Canadian sweet shop. I like it. That's cool.
I'll let you try something. Hi. I'll let you try something before we do.
Andrew's wife. Cool. Okay. Okay. We're gonna cross over. What's that?
Yeah. This is mine. This is my idea. So always coming home here for vacation, I wanted something to make me feel like I'm in Canada. So we have the fireplace. Oh, it's unplugged in.
Andrew built a fireplace here in the Philippines with his family. You, my friend, are definitely Canadian.
This is what I love at home in Canada. Sitting by the fireplace, reading a book, You know, it's so funny because some people they've never seen anything like this before, so they'll say like, "What do you use for wood?" But they don't realize it's an electric fireplace. But we keep like this is my family, so my family history is up here. The guys I used to work with in Canada in the ambulance field.
Oh, cool. Really, so really the ambulance field was your big work?
The beginning, yeah.
Okay, cool. Really doing paramedic and ambulance work.
Yeah.
That's amazing, man.
Yoda, another family member.
Okay, yeah, of course, dude. I mean, okay, this is a fact. This is a fact. All Canadians are related to Yoda.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
It's the Canadian wisdom.
I'm definitely lying, but...
But here is the history of everywhere I've been. So all the countries I've been to, Ireland, Europe.
So one thing, sometimes people ask me, they're like, "Oh, are you like running away from Canada?" You know, because no, but here's the thing, like I love Canada.
Yeah.
I'm very proud to be Canadian and I really love my country.
Yeah, eh?
But but I just love the Philippines as well, and I'm very appreciative of what I'm learning and experiencing here too. And that's why I love his Canopino, how he's trying to incorporate
two together. So like you said, exactly what you said. Love Canada, but it's nice to bring Canada with us, you know, in a way that we can work with everyone and just bring that little touch of Canada.
Totally.
And bring, by doing this, it's just people realize, oh, and like everyone who comes in is like, oh, I gotta take a picture with this because I'm in Canada. They go, that's what they do. I'm not in the Philippines, I'm in Canada.
You know what? This is inspiring me right now to want to incorporate more of my Canadianness into what we're doing down in Catanduanes. That's really cool. Okay, we got to get away from the sweet baking because I might just start stealing and eating them. And let's head down to check out the rest.
You gotta try one.
I'm gonna try. Oh, what is this?
So
okay.
this is the Nano Bar.
Nano
My
Bar.
mother's Nano Bar.
Okay.
Usually we have a little bit of chocolate on top,
I'm going in.
but you gotta try one of these. This has got coconut, chocolate, mint, and cream. Usually we have a little bit of a chocolate topping as well, but this is the thing. This is my mother's recipe.
Nano Bar.
Mint, chocolate.
I like it, man.
They're popular around the world.
Are you selling this stuff here in Catanduanes? If you're gonna come to, can you even ship like over? No, I guess. Can you ship it to Catanduanes? It's really good.
So like they're popular around the world, but this is my mother's special recipe, so it's a little bit different than what other people are used to.
The sign of where the house of Canadian.
Oh, okay, here we go. Here we
You're
go.
in a Canadian house.
Please,
Wait.
can you please introduce your wife again as well?
Ramina.
Nina, come over here. It's cool. That was.
This is my wife, Mina.
Maybe you're more Canadian than him now. You're the one who took out the Tim Hortons. That's it.
Oh, I
You
love
can't
Tim
live without
Hortons.
Tim Hortons.
If I move to Canada, I want to work in Tim Hortons, not
So-
anymore in nursing.
True story. I told my wife and warned her about Tim Hortons, how addictive the coffee is. So when we arrived in the airport in Halifax, she had her first Tim Hortons coffee, the first time she went to Canada. The next morning, she woke up. The minute her eyes opened, she goes, Tim's?
No way.
Oh yeah.
Her first words in Canada
No
were
way.
Tim's.
We're here at Teddy's Tiki Bar, and before we go around and talk about it, what's this?
The Canapino best product, copy of Tim Hortons.
Tim Hortons, yeah.
Wait, this is a mix of Tim Hortons
Yes.
Just like Tim Hortons.
turned into like a Frappuccino ice cap, or? Okay. And it's one of their best sellers. Is that true?
Yeah, it's new. It's brand new.
It's brand new.
Brand new and it's selling like crazy.
You
It's-
must be the one to first taste it.
Yes.
Oh no way. Okay, so then what do I call this besides Canopino?
Ice cap.
Ice
cap.
Canopino ice cap.
Polar ice cap in north of Canada.
Yeah. With Timmy's. Ice caps at Timmy's are my favorite things
Yeah.
at Timmy's. So
You'll know the flavor when you taste it.
okay, I gotta put the camera down so I can taste it. I'll see you in a sec.
The taste, sir.
a Tim Hortons style, like Frappuccino ice cap milk tea. It's like a unique. It's really unique, really good.
Canopino.
It's good.
Canapino blend.
There you go, man. You're easy to promote because you're a really nice guy and you're doing awesome positive things. So rock and roll, man. This thing is actually super good, and it does taste very ice cappy. I started drinking it from the middle and it was super smooth and delicious. Okay, man. Teddy's Tiki Bar. What is this?
Okay, so when we got married at the Mania Beach just over here, Teddy and I were sitting here and we're saying this place needs a bar. There's no proper bars. Some of them are dark and whatever is small, but we wanted something that was nice and open. And the Teddy's Tiki Bar style, you can have your own area, but you're still part of the crowd. and we dreamed it up. We went back to Saudi. He worked with me in Saudi, and he passed away unfortunately 3 years ago, or a few years ago, and from cancer. But we kept the dream alive, and that's why it's named Teddy's.
That's so cool. And over here, you have a little, is it like a cocktail mixing section?
Yeah, that's our bar, our
Okay,
main bar.
we'll go take a look at it. I just want to show everybody. Wait, this is the stage, and they sponsor open mic nights.
Yep. We have open mic night every Thursday, so to promote local singers, and hopefully we're going to find a singer that we can support and go to another area to compete.
Cool. Oh, they look at their, I love how they're bringing out everything as we come in.
Because yeah, we're not set up yet for the night show.
That's so
you can
cool.
see Teddy's picture up here.
Okay, so that's Teddy's up there, and you met Teddy overseas?
Yeah, in Saudi.
Cool.
He's actually half Canadian, half American. He was an American soldier. Then he was a respiratory specialist. So he was working in our hospital running the respiratory while I was running the ambulance and disaster.
I almost, I was almost gonna be like, give me a, what's it called again? What's your favorite, you have a legend list, right?
Yeah, we have a legend list.
And I'm assuming Teddy's the ultimate legend.
Teddy's is the first drink.
Okay.
It's made with Jack Daniels. We make it with Jack Daniels coffee liqueur because he always had a pot of coffee in his office going. Even if he didn't drink, if he had already drank a pot, there was still a pot always made. Maple syrup, and we can't get maple syrup, so we just use simple syrup. But it's Jack Daniels, Coke, coffee liqueur, and syrup. If
you are Canadian and you're watching this and you end up in Catanduanes, we bring maple syrup, and maybe you can convince Andrew to make a drink for you. You just do a trade. We'll do a barter.
Exactly.
I'm putting him on the spot saying that, but this is really cool. This is their bar. Don't worry, man. You know what? I'm not gonna be that guy who's like, make me a drink now, because I'm just gonna come back and jam here, and we'll do that in the future.
Hey,
but this is really
bring out
cool.
the legends when you come.
We'll bring it all out. I want to make a culass cocktail as well, or becoming Filipino drink. No way.
Soundproof.
Dude, that's really dope. Yeah. Are these egg cartons?
Yes. The sound system is built outside, completely soundproof with egg crates. You can have a band on the stage and people singing in here, and no one can hear each other.
This is super cool. This whole place is super cool. He also has a bakery here and a store here, and the reason he has a bakery here is he asked the community, is there a bakery? Community said no, because you don't want it to be big competition.
No, I don't want to take away from anyone else that's in the community. So we had the first bakery here, we had the first restaurant here, we had the first bar here. Grocery, like everyone has their little, what do you call it, sorry stores, but we have a full grocery here where we also sell our bakery goods. We deliver everything to the community and outside the community.
You know, I have to say as well, I love how we're having this conversation in the KTV room. I'm a Vancouver Canucks fan. He's a Toronto Maple Leafs fan. Basically, I don't like him now. But I grew up playing this in Canada, air hockey. There you go. Willa. It's just gonna be first one to score wins. So, I just lost, but that's okay, because we're just gonna end this quickly by sharing something that's really unique. Basically, what is this?
Okay, so being old school, and I feel that we should have a mission and goals, and we all believe in it. Now we have a Canopino vision. So one of the things is being a disaster specialist in the old way. You know, the old farms, you always have about the farms around you, stuff like that. So my goal for this establishment in our family, not just established, because this is a family business. So our vision is to be a pillar of the community, promoting humility, courage, honor, honesty, respect, courteous, faith, quality, and readiness to help the weak. Meaning we're always here to help people when they need it. And that's the whole idea of this whole system. And then of course our mission is to provide the best product that represents both cultures of Canada and Filipino. Choosing to do the right things for the right reason at the right time, supporting family, community, and the national interest. So we made this up as a group, and this is our oath, that we want to help the community. We want to, my grandfather always said, honesty and respect. You live your life by those words. and that's what we do.
And you as well. Like for example, we're in like a resto bar here. There's Teddy's Tiki Bar. Then you have a bakery. You have a store that's over there. You know, the restaurant. But you actually aren't running all those things, right?
No, family.
The family. And so it's really, and then as part of that family too, it becomes the community.
Exactly.
And I think that's so cool. Like the fact that, you know, when you hear something, you look and say Canopino, okay, Canadian Filipino. But the fact that you're creating something with this like vision and purpose behind it, I like super relate, because with becoming Filipino,
Exactly.
you know, I know why I'm doing this.
Yeah.
And why I want to pursue it. And that's cool. So yeah, man. This is Andrew. That's some of his family. Hello, family. and basically, I'm really happy we stopped by today. I'm gonna come back and jam with these guys in the future, man. Because I feel like we could just talk for like a week straight about so many cool things. But
thanks for coming, man. I
dude,
appreciate
you have. It's cool. It's really.
I love what you're doing for the community. I love what you're doing down there, and I love that we can relate now more, and like we can even work together. We, you know, even when you're here during Rolly, I wanted to help you any way I can. So.
I have my new Facebook friend.